Welcome to Subgenre Sickos, the podcast where we analyze movies from specific small genres that pop up for a few years and then fade away for the most part. We look at the signifying tropes, notable figures, what works, what doesn't work, and their enduring legacies. So join us, won't you, while we discuss the movies. Creeps, ghouls, sickos! Welcome to Subgenre Sickos, the only movie podcast in the entire world, including Madagascar. I am one of your hosts, Greg Orme, and alongside me, as always, is...
your other host, Steve Skinner, and we are, I think, heading into the final curve of our Mumblecore series. We're, kind of in the last third, starting here, and it's with a good one we liked.
Yeah.
We got the queen of Mumblecore herself is back, Miss Greta Gerwig, for the 2012 movie Frances Ha, which I remember really liking back in 2013 when I saw it, and liked it again.
Same, and we have a special guest with us today, someone I've known for quite a while, I would say. My sister, I should have checked with you before. What is your last name now? Did you keep your old one, or are you doing your married last name?
I haven't changed it, so it's Orme. Yep.
Callie Orme. All right. My sister, that's how I know her, from being in the same family. Yeah.
Yep, I remember that time from being there also.
Yeah. And despite me not knowing what she's been going by with her last name for years, we have a good relationship.
Hey, me neither. I go by either.
Okay. Good,
I
because
don't really care.
I think I used your husband's name for Christmas stuff, so
Yeah.
I should have asked then. Or at your wedding.
He owns me legally, technically,
wow.
and when it all comes down to it.
I do feel like it is weird to refer to your siblings by the last names, though, like their full first and last name. So it's it's not. It's understandable.
Yeah, I've never heard it come out of your mouth, probably ever, maybe.
I don't know if I've ever called you by your full name. Yeah.
First time for everything, much like this movie. Well, maybe.
Well, I just hope your dad gave Keith's family a good dowry.
He did, yeah.
He purchased you.
One of his guitars.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of vinyl.
That sounds about right. All right. Anyway, yes, we are talking about Frances Ha this week. I have only seen this once, but it was a really special day for me. So, it says it's a 2012 movie, but it came out, I think that was just festivals, because it was in New York in May 2013. And I know this because that's when I finally was able to find a job in New York. And I celebrated getting hired by going to see this movie. And it was the right choice because it's a really good movie. And it kind of feels really appropriate for finding a job in New York based off of the ending. But
and you were 27 at the time too, which is the age of Frances herself. So you're living that life.
That is in my notes in all caps. I have a lot of notes in all caps in this one because I have a theory that they somehow made a stealth gender swap biopic of me, and that's this movie, because it very much mirrors me in the first 2 years I was in New York, down to living in a living room. So yes, Frances Ha. Callie, when did you see this movie for the first time?
Yeah, I was actually just checking that on my Letterboxd. I because I very embarrassingly like noticed my review from 2017, October 7th. So I think that's maybe when I did see it. I think, but I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I think that is true. And so that time I was actually moved to Ohio at that time for grad school from Wisconsin. So transition for me because I've been thinking about
Yes.
this movie and transitions
Mhm.
and how like mumblecore, or I guess my understanding is like transitions, adulthood, growth, lack of growth, right? Like, and
Mhm.
I was like moving
Mhm.
to a new state and like didn't know anybody for school. So it's just like a transition. It was Ohio, not New York.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's just still like it made me think about this. So it's just like interesting. So I was curious if anybody else has similar like transitions related story about this because I feel like it's relatable even now.
Oh,
Mhm.
I feel like I didn't realize how relatable it was for me specifically at the time that I was seeing it, but
Mm-hmm.
watching it last night, I was like, yeah, this is pretty much exactly what my life was when I was 27 in New York
Yeah.
and broke as hell all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, except, well, actually, no, the part where she orders the vodka and puts the tab on someone else did happen, but in reverse. That happened.
Uh-huh.
I was the one stuck with the tab, and
Yeah.
I was way too broke for that
Yeah.
truth.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. There were some words exchanged after that, and not nice ones. Um, yes. Anyway, this is a nice movie about Greta Gerwig just trying to make it in the big city as a dancer. It feels
Mhm.
because of the black and white cinematography and the way it's cut together, it feels a lot like French New Wave stuff, which a lot of this stuff really kind of feels
Mm-hmm.
like it's coming out of the same
Yeah.
sort of ideas as that. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that the apartment she's in at the beginning, which is right by Grand Army Plaza, which is a cool neighborhood, seems to be
Mm-hmm.
the only apartment in Brooklyn without bars on the windows because they are
Yeah.
fully in the windows sticking their heads outside to smoke.
Oh,
Which,
interesting.
yeah, everywhere I went, like everything had bars all over it. So
Like even on upper floors, they got the bars.
if there was a balcony, no, but if there wasn't a balcony, it seemed like a lot of them did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm not that observant. I didn't realize my landlord in Salt Lake had a second story on his specific apartment for like 4 of the 5 years that I lived there.
Oh.
So, uh, yeah, I came inside once and was like, how long has that second story been there? I don't remember them building that. And Luke, our friend that also lived there, said, yeah, that's been here the whole time that you have. So, good job. Yeah, yeah. So, not particularly observant sometimes with other people's homes.
Happens.
But
But I guess yeah, I guess more context. This is yeah, directed by Noah Baumbach, who I guess Greta Gerwig worked with on Greenberg a couple years before this, and then I think started to date and be both life and creative partners with. I don't know if it was during this or after Greenberg, but I mean they've been together since, making good stuff
yeah,
together. But I guess yeah, what are y'all's thoughts and feelings on Noah Baumbach? Because I kind of joked last episode. It's like, oh yeah, like he kind of did his own version of mumblecore like in the 90s and like some of his other movies,
yeah,
and it's almost like this full
Mm-hmm.
circle thing because it's especially compared to other things we've watched, just I mean the way it's shot and
Oh, wow.
the way it sounds and looks, it's like, oh, like this feels like more of like yeah, a grown up who knows what they're doing.
yeah. Um, Callie, do you want to go first?
Um, gosh, I was just, yeah, do you want to go first?
I can go first while you're looking that up. Uh, so when The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou came out, I was very much a Wes Anderson boy, and was reading an article about how this guy Noah Baumbach from the 90s co-wrote it. And they were talking about his movie Kicking and Screaming, which wasn't even on DVD yet. So I bookmarked that and said, "Oh, I gotta watch that." And then when I did, I fucking loved it. It's so funny. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
And so I started watching all of his other stuff as it would appear on the IFC channel, and it's all good. And then The Squid and the Whale came out, and I was trying to impress a girl in Provo, Utah with my knowledge of indie movies, so I said that movie. And she said, "Oh, that's the really gross movie where the kid wipes semen everywhere." I was like, "Yeah, it's good." And then she stopped talking
Yeah.
to me. So, yeah, other than that going poorly, I'm a big fan of his work.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't,
So,
gosh, I have failed to see Kicking and Screaming. So my like expo I remember really liking Squid and wait, I didn't even look it up. I was looking something else up because I remember it being controversial that he actually met Greta and cheated on his wife with
yeah.
Greta, but anyway. Um that's and another piece is that Lena Dunham's apartment is Francis Haw's apartment at the end of Francis Ha. It's Lena Dunham's real
Oh,
apartment. So that's because they were all friends. Lena
Mm-hmm.
talks about it,
yeah.
her being friends with Noah and Greta at the time, and actually going to Noah Baumbach for help regarding like her relationship, I believe. So yeah, that was really interesting. But okay, correct me. Yeah, Squid and the Whale is just like speaking of
Yeah.
difficult people. Like I really was drawn to that. So that was my like introduction. Gosh, what else is he? I really. Oh yeah, the Marriage Story. That was really also
Yeah,
just
from
like really difficult scenes to watch. It's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
of all the movies to get memed for years, that's like the funniest choice of one because
Yeah.
there's the Adam
Right.
Driver wall meme that I still see sometimes.
Yeah.
We're memeing Marriage Story. All right.
I mean,
So
that's
anything could be
Netflix in
memed.
2019 meant something, It they were still trying to be good
Yeah.
because I think he had like
Yeah.
Marriage Story and then like Roma like around that time as well. So it was like
Yeah.
we're trying to not just release inane shit all the time, but I
Mhm.
think they're back on their shit wagon.
I think I gotta stop talking about Noah Baumbach movies with women I'm trying to date because Marriage Story came out and I was trying to date like a somewhat recently divorced woman. And so I was like, ah, that movie's really good. And then she looked up the plot and said, well, I'm never watching it, but I'm glad you liked it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Who knew Noah Baumbach so controversial? But I think
yeah,
yeah, like with you, Greg, I remember seeing his name for the first time like as a writer on the Life Aquatic with
yeah,
Steve
Mhm.
Zissou as also a yeah. I don't know, an 18-year-old in 2004 just graduated high school in Utah. So I'm like, I guess this is where
Mhm.
I my I got my hipster card or whatever at the time. Gotta like Wes Anderson, gotta be cool. And yeah, I remember watching The Squid and the Whale and not loving it, but just being perplexed by it. Just like this is okay. This is not what I expected it to be because of his work with Wes Anderson. I thought it'd be more in that vein instead of just like you mentioned, just very toxic people and uh, yeah,
yeah,
semen getting rubbed on the walls.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
I thought
yeah, remember
that was cool.
yeah. Yeah, and yeah, remember watching Greenberg and again just kind of
Mhm.
being
Mhm.
lukewarm on it. But yeah, it wasn't until Francis Ha where I really kind of got his deal and liked it. And then yeah, since then went
Yeah.
back and watched Kicking and Screaming and liked. And even I kept up with him on his few subsequent movies like While We're Young and Mistress America. I liked both of those quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about Madagascar, the animated movie that he co-wrote? Wait,
I
maybe it
Well,
was
thought we were about to
Madagascar
talk
3.
about the same movie. Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
it's number 3. Do they still? move it in that movie? Because that's all that matters to me.
I don't know. I think he wrote it to pay for his divorce. Uh, is my understanding, because it's around that
Divorce.
time.
His divorce from a Jennifer Jason Leigh, which should be noted
Yes.
because
Who?
he's, I mean, a pretty good track record of Hollywood blondes.
Mm.
Well, Jennifer Jason Leigh joined Instagram specifically to do Zionism
Oh
all
no.
over Instagram.
That,
So,
oh, snap.
so we're gonna say he traded up to someone that didn't join Instagram to do that. So, yeah. But we love Greta Gerwig in the house. Me and the cat both.
Yeah, yeah.
Fans.
Yeah.
See?
Mostly I spent this movie just being mad that she doesn't really act anymore because she's so, like, watchable. No matter how
Yes,
difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
she
No matter how
is.
much the character sucks, she's just, like, delightful.
She, and she's so relatable though, and like
Yeah.
understandable, which is like kind of
It's
nice
hard.
too.
She's really good at this thing, especially in this movie, where she's somebody that's like talking too much and oversharing, and then you can see her realizing she's oversharing and wondering if she
Yeah,
can stick the landing, and then she
yeah.
always does, and it's so entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like you spend so much time like kind of enmeshing minds with somebody, you live with them, you become like obsessed with them and rely on them, your emotional needs rely like not in that way, but like in the way that she's like following Sophie literally like
Mhm.
around the apartment like a
yeah,
shadow. In a way, it's just like so there's so like when she thinks like she can be her full true self in front of these new people, she's like, oh, I can't adapt. I can't adjust to this. And it's like, and the babies, the pictures of the babies. I don't know if we're gonna talk about the movie in order, but it's like that moment when like the babies start coming into the pictures. Like I guess I'm in that age range where it's just like, whoa, okay, like I may not ever like there's changes happening, right? It's just that
yeah.
whole like adult life different. Like you hit when you don't feel like you're there yet.
I have people I went to high school with like having kids that are graduating high school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's not
That
great.
Right.
kid's older than my old ass cat. Yeah, she
Right.
didn't like
Right.
that I called her old, but she is.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah, it's unsettling.
It's
Uh,
yeah, not fun. But yeah,
no.
that's it's yeah, it starts out kind of fun. Her and Sophie having adventures and
Yeah. Right.
but they are very codependent. I think mainly
Mhm.
her to Sophie, and I, yeah, it's because a lot of the people she ends up interacting with are kind of like trust fund kids, and I couldn't really.
Yeah.
I'm like, is Sophie like like a trust fund kid, or is she just responsible? I don't know, but they have, they're having fun. They're doing the play. They do the play fight,
Uh,
which is a fun
Mhm.
time. Like you said, they're smoking
Right.
out of the window, and but I didn't
what's
realize this. That actress is Mickey Sumner is Sting's daughter.
Oh,
Whoa.
and yeah, and then the other one that she tries to play fight that gets really mad is Meryl
Mhm.
Streep's daughter.
Oh wow! So
Oh.
this
Yeah.
is the nepo baby movie, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
whoa.
they're all trust fund kids except for her because we meet her
Which
parents,
That's
and
true.
it seems
Mm.
like the main thing they gave her is she has the exact same smile as her mom,
yeah,
Mhm.
which I know because those are
Mhm.
her parents.
Yeah, right. In
yeah.
her
Yeah,
hometown. That was really
yeah,
nice. That sequence was. So
yeah.
nice that when she comes back to New York City, like it felt like a little bit of like a whiplash, a little bit, change of pace, right? And it's then she,
Yeah,
because she goes right into Meryl Streep's daughter. I forget the character's name. Where she
yeah.
tries to play fight. It's like she's like,
Yeah.
I need to be home to my I know Sophie. I'm recreating Sophie, but
Yeah.
I'm not getting Sophie, right? Like I need like her grounding piece. I don't know. That's what I first thing I thought of. I was like, she's trying to make a Sophie out this
Yeah.
girl.
And they
It's
do look vaguely similar, but that doesn't mean that they're that similar.
Right?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's Rachel is the name of
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I should.
of her. Another
Which,
Rachel. There's Rachels in the
Uh-huh.
movies. There's Rachels outside of the movies. A lot of Rachel
yeah.
talk on the series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. His wife is also named Rachel, so like
Yeah.
it gets confusing when we're
It's
talking about all
it's very
these.
confusing.
Yeah.
Excellent. My name. My
When you're
name.
watching any of these movies and they say that name, does your wife answer? Just be like, "What's up?"
Hey, what do you want?
Yeah. Why are you speaking with a lady voice? That,
Sorry.
yeah, and anyway, that's a good question. I
But
really
it's
like
yeah.
that it felt very New York, like down to the F train being down when they're peeing on the tracks.
Yeah, don't pee on the third rail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was just thinking, well, that's maybe the eighth grossest thing down there, so that's fine. Also, the F is never running, so that also makes sense.
It's good when they get the details
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Like, oh, these people know. They know the city.
hmm
Wait,
F
you
the
lived
F
in
train.
did you live in New York as well? See,
Oh, I didn't know. I just
No.
oh, okay, I got you.
I visited.
Yeah, he's
I
I just
got you. Right, right.
yeah. Yeah, you've been to like Brighton Beach and some of the not touristy
Mm,
places. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I went down to Brighton Beach to buy a pound of Pure and then
Yeah.
get really into TV infomercials and diet pills.
Well, that's the full experience.
That is the full experience. But I did have the best Russian food of my life in Brighton Beach at a place there was like no one speaking English and the menu was in Russian as well. So it was more authentic than anything I had in Ukraine or anywhere else.
Mhm.
Just you got to go to Brighton Beach for
Yeah.
that good stuff.
I went to a Russian restaurant there with Luke, and like the wait staff was kind of rude, and he's like, "Yeah, it's that's how it's supposed to be. They're being authentic right now."
They're being real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fun
That's great.
city. F train
Yeah.
sucks. And yeah. It starts off she's talking to her boyfriend that wants her to move in, and they can get two cats that are hypoallergenic, and that's a really awkward conversation. He
You're
Mm.
also,
you're pro cat, Greg, but are you pro like the hairless, like weird looking cats?
yeah, our aunt has two of them, and
Oh,
one of
okay.
them is the devil, and he's named Crowley, but he's also my friend. Callie, have you met Crowley?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, well,
Well,
he, yeah, he's a
I
little
would like
terror.
to. I would really like
Yeah.
to. This is me formally asking to meet this cat actually if he's
Yeah.
listening or she's or they're listening.
Yeah, I may have talked about this on here before, but I was cat sitting there and I turned on Brokeback Mountain because I hadn't seen it in a while, and I didn't get to watch a second of it because he kept running behind the Christmas tree and trying to eat the ornaments, and then I'd chase him out of there, and then while I was fixing the ornaments, he'd do a lap around the house and knock everything that wasn't nailed down onto the ground, and while I was trying to pick that up, he would go back to the ornaments, and it went on like that for 2 hours. So, but then I woke up and he was like pressed against me
Chaos
and
magic.
cuddling and purring. So he's also a sweetie. But God, yeah,
Fits. Kind of fits.
yeah, yeah, very
Like
accurately
kind of
named.
get what you name, like
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
but the boyfriend says like you have to get 2 cats because cats need a buddy. And
Yeah,
I'm
this is my
looking at
issue.
this. Yeah, I'm looking at
It's
this one
such
right
a
here.
Well, the red flag to me is that he gonna get them without talking to her and
Yeah.
with the implication of moving in, which like I didn't really catch before because I was like, but like I was like, oh, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
But her
Yeah.
reaction there is also just top.
yeah.
With that, like I
Also,
can't. You
not all
don't want
cats want a buddy. This one does not want a buddy. She has the
Mm.
option of having it, and she's mean
uh,
to the other cat.
uh-huh. It's just
So,
I have 4 cats. I know the
yeah.
responsibility.
Oh, dang.
And one
Yeah,
of your
it's
cats, I've met them. One of them does not want a buddy. The other 3 seem fine.
Well, it's become I'm grateful though. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
grateful.
they're all cool. It's just one of them, every time I see him, he is very clearly being separated on purpose from the other ones. But
Mhm.
he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's good. He is named Hannibal. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
okay.
I did name him and he did become what he was named. So again,
yeah,
another lesson and we become what we name it.
yeah. Like
Very
your cat
true.
Clarice is out in the world exploring and interacting with other cats, and Hannibal is exiled,
Yeah, it's
just
true.
like the
Although
movie.
Paris has become territorial. So yeah,
Well,
her and Hannibal.
in the books
Right.
and movies, she falls in love with Hannibal, so she becomes part of that too. So it fits.
Oh.
Great. Great. Okay. Well, I hope the storyline pans out.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
just be really careful if Hannibal tries to feed you anything, and make sure it's not part of your own brain. Because yeah,
Yeah.
I-
Yeah. I'll never know until he does it while I
yeah.
sleep. Um,
Anyway, they accidentally break
yeah.
up because of something that she says, and then realize they're both just like, "Oh wait, are we breaking up?" Actually, this relationship does kind of suck.
Yeah, she doesn't
But,
wanna leave, Sophie with the lease.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
She's
Yeah.
just so concerned about Sophie and the lease, even though it seems like Sophie definitely has more money than her and, like, real prospects.
and an
Mhm.
escape plan from that apartment.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
which
Right.
is not great. It's,
yeah,
yeah, kinda sad, the whiplash, because it's not, yeah, like, right after that, Sophie's like, "Oh, actually, yeah, I found a cool apartment in Tribeca."
Mhm.
And yeah, the Francis is like, "Well, I can't really afford Tribeca, and I can't afford, being here
yeah,
anymore either."
yeah.
Mhm. Right.
It's yeah, very very depressing when she like comes back to the apartment after Sophie's left, and there's just like nothing in there anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
so that's who you are, Francis. You are the person who, yeah, is just kind of floating around, not a lot, no real
No.
roots or possessions.
Mm.
Which was me at the time.
Yeah,
Mhm. Right.
But
I thought of
luckily,
us
oh, go for it.
at some point, right? Like a lot of us
Yeah.
at some point, I feel like is somewhat
yeah.
relatable.
Well,
Maybe
luckily
not.
she met Mr. Maisel and Adam Driver in a stupid ass fucking fedora at a party.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
The fedora shows up again.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think my note there is Francis, no! Look at the hat! The hat!
The signs are all there.
We gave you the clues. But
Yeah.
there is a, I don't, before we move too far, there is like conversation of, because Sophie has a boyfriend too named Patch, which is just a
Mhm.
terrible name. But they have a conversation about how their boyfriends just like can't finish while they're having sex unless it's like a very specific thing. Like
Yeah.
Francis's boyfriend,
Yeah, I wrote
she's like,
that
I have to.
down.
She's like, I have to be like face down, like on the bed
Yeah.
for him to finish. It's like,
And
All the
you
good
okay,
can't.
that's
parts
kind of
are
weird.
hidden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
good
that's what I
parts are
was
hiding.
saying. Yeah. And then she's also talking about how he's not an alcoholic, he just drinks 12 beers. Like, that's an alcoholic. That's
Mhm.
that's too much
That's
of
Mhm.
beers.
that's a lot of beer. And yeah, he's
Yeah.
drinking beers when they're breaking up. So it's
Yeah.
and it and even I don't know, like, and this is maybe just having Noah Baumbach as the director here. Like even when they are breaking up, like the way it's shot is so interesting because it's almost like she's like on the couch on the other side of the room and she's just like so small and like weak in the shot, and then he's like standing up next to like the kitchen and the wall and just like really big and imposing as it's
Yeah.
all going on. So just again like one of those kind of little small details of like the power dynamic and the status. It's like, okay, like yeah, she's just
Mm-hmm.
kind of doesn't feel empowered, very low status, and just kind of has to
Right.
deal with what he's throwing out.
And then one of
Mm-hmm.
the things they say about Patch is like he's the type of guy that says things like, "I have to take a leak." And then when we first meet him, the first thing he says is, "I was just taking a leak." And I laughed really hard.
Oh, that's really funny. Well, doesn't one of the people she meets like later on say like, "Oh, I love Patch. He knows how to anticipate." I had to look it up because it's like out of my wheelhouse, but I was like, I thought it was
Uh,
just really funny. It was like business related, and it was like something
Mhm.
Francis said, and it's like I don't know. I was like, I don't know
yeah.
what the heck they're talking about, and it's such a bro thing, right? And I think like
Yeah.
it was implying too, like he's wealthy.
Oh yeah.
So she's like kind of maybe Sophie maybe's getting it there.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I
like a finance bro who says, "Sup, brah?
Right.
I gotta take a leak."
Look it up.
I knew finance bros, and yeah,
Yeah.
they're yeah.
Uh,
Uh, it's also funny that they keep talking about how smart he is at that dinner, but every time we see him, he's just got like the dumbest look on his face and nothing interesting to
mhm,
say. Like
mhm,
that actually tracks with the ones I've met too.
I was gonna say, yeah, sounds
mhm.
like a finance
Right.
bro.
Yeah. Um,
That's funny.
I was also, because when I smoked cigarettes, I smoked American Spirits. I spent way too long to try to figure out which ones they were smoking when the pack was on the counter. But since the movie's in black and white, that is an impossible task. I was trying to figure out if it was the same ones that I used to smoke, the dark
That's
greens. It's like, is that? They're not smoking the menthols, are they? Hopefully.
fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Um, I think I paused it and like tried to lean in.
Hmm.
Let's see. Yeah,
But this
Yeah,
I
I
is
was too
I
wonder.
don't
excited about that.
there's some smoking in this movie and in other movies we've watched there's smoking, but it's just I'm just trying to think, yeah, like when is like the end of kind of casual smoking in movies? Is this just like the rise of
Yeah.
vaping, like that becomes the thing unless it's like a period piece? Because like I just feel
Mhm.
like this isn't like a get off my lawn, I'm old man, things used to be better type
Yeah,
of thing. Where it's just like, oh, it's just yeah, like I just feel like that's not as much of a like a character detail in movies of
Right.
people smoking cigarettes and stuff. Just especially like the young casual people and like the real
Right.
yeah,
world. It kind of is back and forth on because even like in Portland, like there's still a decent amount of people who are smoking cigarettes and things
yeah.
like
Hmm.
that who are young. But I don't know, maybe yeah,
Well, I'll
it
tell
just
you
feels
this.
weird for whatever reason to like watch that. It's like they're just smoking. Oh man.
I
Yeah.
never like really notice. Like I would notice it, but like I was never focused on how much it happens until I started smoking. And then now, every time someone's smoking in a movie, I'm like, well, there it is. There it is.
Mm.
Because I don't know
Right.
if you
Right.
guys know this. Cigarettes are very addictive.
Right.
Thought that was just a lie from my grade school teachers.
Me too, but I found out. Anyway, she gets a tax rebate check. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when she's pulling the check out of the envelope, the only part of her name that's revealed is Frances Ha.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, nice.
And so she
Yeah.
invites Fedora Adam Driver out to dinner, and his conversation with her is funny. He goes, Topher said you like basketball, and she says, oh, that was just one time. I was like, what does that mean? And then she's like says something shitty about Jay Leno, which she's right, but he's like, yeah, but you kind of love him anyway. No, no, we don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This was before the whole Conan thing, so it
No,
was. Oh,
this
it was.
was not. This was
Oh no, yeah,
three
you're right.
years at. Because I was with you when
Oh
the last
gosh.
Conan
Yeah.
Tonight Show aired. We watched it together as friends.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
yeah, it got mixed up in my ears, but yeah, you are right.
yeah. This was a few
Yeah,
years after that, so no,
he was
fuck Jay Leno.
enemy number one for comedy
Yeah,
nerds, Jay Leno in
yeah,
2012.
yeah. I hope all of his cars get broken into in his fancy garage.
He might just keep crashing them though. He seems to like doing that.
Yeah.
As much as
Uh,
Harrison Ford likes crashing planes.
yeah. But Harrison Ford is cool.
Well, and I think Harrison Ford mainly crashes his planes because he's high all the time. So
Yeah, he's cool.
yeah, he's cool.
Um, one thing that I noticed as a New Yorker of almost 3 months when I saw this is when she takes him out to dinner, her card is declined and she doesn't have any cash on her. And that, to me, was like, how long has she been here? Because so many places, especially in Brooklyn and like Lower Manhattan, are cash only. So you've always got cash on you because of just so many places like that. So for her to not be prepared, I was like, she's new in town, but I don't think she is.
I'm surprised she
Yeah,
just didn't cash the tax rebate check and just
yeah.
have there's just that because especially at 2012 it's like definitely a lot more cash,
Sometimes that's the
especially in
only.
cities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's the only way to have money is to just not deposit it. Actually,
yeah.
in that, yeah. Ask me how I know. Um, yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
That's really
I guess
So she,
yeah. Just go ahead.
so she moves into his house, onto his couch where Mr. Maisel from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel also lives.
Benji. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's doing the most Brooklyn shit of all time in my experience, which is making a packet for SNL. Uh,
Yep,
Yeah, that's
Me and
so.
most other people I knew also were doing that.
he's doing
Yeah.
it. What the later it's revealed he's writing a script for Gremlins 3.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the one they're making.
It's did you listen? There's a Nick Let's Go song, the Where Did All the Gremlins Go about Gremlins 3.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta
So
send it to you.
true. No.
Yes.
It was during COVID. He was making funny
Okay.
songs, and one of them is about Gremlins and how they should have
That's not
made Gremlins 3, and now it's
my only issue with Gremlins 3 is how do you improve on Gremlins 2, which is a masterpiece. Have you guys seen Gremlins 2?
I have.
No,
Oh no.
I haven't. No.
Gremlins 2 is the best Looney Tunes movie, and the Looney Tunes aren't even technically in it. It
Okay.
is so much fun. It is insane.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'll add it to my list of shame. What?
I remember what in elementary school I was like a tutor for kids to help them read. And I wasn't very good at it because I didn't like the kid I had to tutor. He was just like a little shit. But
Mm-hmm.
when we were finished, all the like our year end celebration, all the tutors got together and watched Gremlins too. So it was very so it was
Yeah.
I guess it was
Yeah.
worth dealing with that little
That was
shithead
worth it. And
to watch Gremlins too.
right.
So, Callie and I grew up in separate houses because of divorce before she was
Mhm.
born. So she didn't grow up with my mom. I was not allowed to watch Gremlins 2 in my house, and it wasn't like a
Mhm.
content thing. It was my mom thought the Gremlins were stupid, and she didn't want me to watch them. So I was an adult. But
They're gonna
God,
steal your brain cells.
yeah. Well, she was
Wrong.
like, they're little creeps and they're annoying, and I don't want it in the house. It's like, but
Hmm.
they're cool. Yeah.
She's great. I mean, not she. The Gremlins are great. Your mom is wrong about that.
That's what I said.
She's right about Les Miserables, but she's wrong about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like 3 gremlins I heard are Mensa members.
Yeah.
Well, Mensa guys
That's not true.
are a whole.
Don't fact check me on that one. Okay.
I was just watching right before this a podcast, Guys Plus, the podcast about guys, and they were reading some Mensa comments, and the
Just what we need.
question, as always, is a quote, a not Mensa guy going in and saying, like, if you guys are so smart, how come you guys don't get together and fix all the problems of the world with your big brains? And then it's just like these really pretentious answers where like, we know we're outnumbered by dumb people and we're smart enough to work out the odds of how outnumbered we are. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Mensa guys suck.
There's also a Simpsons episode about this, so
Yeah.
it doesn't work out that great.
Yeah. And then like they were reading one comment and it was so pretentious and boring that he just like gave up on reading. He was like, you get it. This guy sucks.
This guy's bad. He's the worst.
Yeah.
And I mean, if they're really smart, they would have already figured out Gremlins 3. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Benji's working on it and he
Right.
hangs out with the fedora guy. So
He hangs out with, yeah.
I wrote down like that. It's so funny because Francis is like, "How's the SNL stuff going?" And he's like, "What about SNL?" And he's like, "Yeah, maybe it's gone so downhill." I think it's so funny because everybody's so like kind of like undateable in their own flavor, right? Like he's like Francis so undateable. It's like, dude, you don't have a job, right? Like if I heard that correctly, Francis mentions it, right? So it's just like kind of these funny little things here. It's like
I have a
so
note
many,
about that too.
yeah,
Because I'm a big SNL nerd and I've watched
yeah,
during COVID, I watched literally all of it. All 50 years. This
right.
came out in 2012 during one of SNL's like big peaks. Like that was the height of Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig and Jason Sudeikis and Andy Samberg. It was really good.
That's
So
when I watched it. Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah,
like,
20,
no,
2012
this is
solid.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
one of
that's
the
funny.
best periods.
Right. That's so
Like,
funny.
But that's just what you say when you're too lazy to actually finish your
Right.
SNL packet and don't want to turn it, because it just seems like him and Francis
Yeah.
just end up like watching movies together and smoking inside, which I guess you can do when you're trust fund kids living in an apartment.
I have a note about that too. I only did it once, and it was at a casino in Wendover, and I did it a lot, and it was pretty thrilling. I'm inside and doing this, and no one can say shit because it's allowed. Now watch me lose all of my money on a slot machine.
That's the quintessential Wendover experience.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good trip.
But yeah, because I don't know, they become kind of buddy because it seems like Lev might be interested in her at first, but then loses interest. But he's bringing home like a different girl kind of every time. Like it shows them hanging out. It's just a new girl.
Who would have guessed that a fedora guy is also a fuckboy? Who would have guessed?
When it's Adam Driver, you know, you can't stop him. He's going all over Brooklyn. I guess they're in Chinatown at this point because it says the locations of the apartment. So I guess they're in Chinatown.
And you better believe I was Google Mapsing all of those addresses to see how far away they were from places that I hung out.
Yeah,
Callie, your husband does not have a fedora, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. He just has normal style hats.
Well, he's got a giant head, so very little hats fit that head of his. So he sometimes, he's got the same hat, but I don't think I've never seen one. So
you're safe.
Yeah,
you're in a safe place. Yeah. Now Keith is a good guy.
But I don't know, like it seems like they're having a good time in this apartment. Like there's one night like she makes them all food and it's very sweet, and they got a cool egg chair. Again, at first you're like, oh, that's kind of a really cool chair, and then you hear it's like, oh yeah, their dads are rich or whatever, and it's like, oh okay, yeah, they're the trust funders, and so they're able to have the nice apartment with the cool chair and like the extensive record collection and all that.
Yeah.
So they're hiring a maid.
Yeah, hiring for $400 a month.
It's not that expensive,
It's pretty
Francis.
cheap.
Right.
We know you have no money, but $400.
We know
But
our last conversation was about how you thought the rent was less than it was, and we're negotiating that. But do you want to chip in for a maid every month? It's only $400.
because we're messy and don't have
Yeah.
they do have the time, but not the will to clean up after themselves.
Yeah. Well, they're trust fund kids. They probably don't know how.
Yeah.
I
But
love how.
Yeah.
Or no, keep going. I was
Oh
jumping
no,
ahead.
it's just one of the lines she says during this is that I liked was that Sophie makes fun of me for my unaccounted bruises.
Oh yeah.
Which just Francis is a little messy, and yeah, before recording we are kind of talking because I've been watching Girls, and there's a lot of overlap in timing and characters because Adam Driver's in Girls and Mr. Maisel's in Girls for a little bit, and it's just like, okay, this is like what I said before. It's like this is like if Girls was like full of nice people who are messy and not like narcissists and sociopaths.
Yeah. My takeaway from seeing this was like, I hope I find some of these people, maybe not the fedora guy, but the rest of these people seem cool. I'll pretend to fight with you at the park, Greta Gerwig. That's fine.
It's fun.
Yeah, I love fun.
We all have fun, and then there's there's some good needle drops that happen in this. The T-Rex song in the beginning is great, and they kind of keep playing that chocolate song over and over.
Oh yeah, everyone's a winner, and they play Modern Love multiple times as well.
They do.
Yeah.
So this is like you got a little bit of budget for some bangers, and not just Bishop Allen.
Yeah, not just like your friend's band that they don't have an agent, so they can just give you the song for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Noah Baumbach was friends with David Bowie?
I mean, they
They both like
crossed
to wear
paths.
suits.
True.
So, yeah.
Maybe then. Maybe find the same suit guy.
Yeah.
Same suit guy.
I know there were David Bowie songs sung by Seu Jorge and Life Aquatic, but I don't know if David Bowie ever came to set or was involved. Because, from hearing from the man himself, Seu Jorge, as he was playing those songs, it's just kind of, I don't know if David Bowie was even on set or really aware of what was going on. But
did you know in the Modern Love video, David Bowie is wearing either the exact same or extremely similar suit to The Mask? Jim Carrey's The Mask. If you watch that video, like, is the same yellow suit. It's all I can think about when I'm watching it.
Wow.
Like, oh shit, The Mask is in this? Hell yeah. I love The Mask.
I had to Google it, and it is very yellow. It is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Callie, you have any thoughts on The Mask?
It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I have a lot of thoughts on Connor O'Malley's The Mask.
Well, me too.
That's all I got. One of my most watched movies. Letterboxd.
I can't watch it that often because I knew too many people that were actually kind of like that when I was doing comedy. And so it's just like a little bit too real. Like,
it's so
it's really it is. When he tries to steal Colin Mockery's very limited hair. Like, that everyone should go on YouTube and look up The Mask from 2023.
Follow angels. Same for
What a
rewatch. Anyway, yeah.
yeah. I think he might also be wearing the same suit as David Bowie in the Modern Love video. Um,
Yeah.
it's fun that anyway, Frances is like showing Sophie around the trust fund apartment. Like, yeah, we're hilarious together. It's kind of like a sitcom. My two husbands. And then my note was, my two husbands, and they both kind of suck. Because they both. There's a
Right.
lot of ironic misogyny that they just like keep tossing around that didn't feel
Um,
that ironic, but like hipster
right.
misogyny. Like, no, I'm
Mm,
calling her a slut because as a ironic comment on. No, you're
Mm.
not.
mm,
Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Benji's like, oh, like yeah, like when I first met you, Francis, like I would have slept with you, but now you're
Mhm.
undateable.
Yeah.
Right, right.
It's like sure, she just didn't see you that way, and you're just gotta
Right,
Yeah.
rationalize to
right.
yourself. But they're
Well,
they're having her.
I'm gonna go back to my not having a job while you struggle to make ends meet at an actual job. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Francis
Yeah.
is a dancer, and it's like trying to get to the main company, but not
Yeah.
quite there. And she does ask for like to be able to teach more classes, and the dance instructor's like, I can't,
Mhm.
no, like there's not enough money, and probably it's I don't know, very kind of millennial coded line of just like, oh, like that's okay, like I'm just proud of myself for even asking.
Uh,
It's
Mhm.
like
Right.
okay, that says a lot about her,
yeah.
Mhm.
but she's teaching the kids. It seems like she's good at teaching dance to the kids, and I mean, yeah, the whole Modern Love sequence is her just like dancing through the street, and it's just very
Mhm.
very nice, and yeah, not a bad dancer. And yeah, I forget if like when this happens, but I think it's probably after she gets back from France when the dance instructor asks if she wants to come on as like an assistant or like do
Yeah.
admin
Yeah.
work.
Mhm. Mhm. And she wants to like, and she even tells Sophie that she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tour. I think I want to
Yeah,
do this and that." Right? Like so,
Yeah.
like so relatable. Like like I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm better than I'm gonna do this. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to
yeah,
do that hard, that hard lame thing for a little bit. I don't know. It's great. It's just a great reflection of that like period of adulthood, like going from that in that period.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's
I
like
will.
a weird stubbornness of like this is my
Yeah.
dream and this is how it's going to play out and I'm not going to deviate from this plan because that's not how it's supposed to be. Like this is how it's in my head.
Right.
Like I got to do it this way even though again, yeah,
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
not
Right.
27 anymore, easy to look back and be like, "Oh yeah, it's like a lot of times I was just kind of
Right.
a little too far up my own ass." Like thinking like wanting it to be
Yeah.
like
Right.
so particular when it's just like, oh no,
Well,
like if I just surrounded myself with certain people, like these opportunities could have come up and it would have been a lot
Mhm.
nicer than just trying to go it alone. Because yeah, like
uh,
Francis is she'd be lying a lot about jobs and money, like not wanting to
Right.
oh
seem
yeah.
like she needs help,
Like
even though
all. Yeah.
she clearly does, and that's really
Right.
relatable too. It's like it's so
Like
hard to just like say you need help.
yeah, she's
Mhm.
just like a little too proud when she gets offered the admin thing. She's like, "Well, actually, I'm leaving because I've got a spot with a different company." And
Yeah,
Mhm.
that company is imaginary. So,
Mhm.
she
it's
probably has all the spots. It's just not very lucrative
Right.
because it's not real. But it is also like she's a good dancer, but not a great one, as we can see.
yeah,
She's definitely much better at like helping other people dance, which we see like basically right away.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm. But it's like, and it's like that learning period too. Kind of, we have to get to that point, and then to get to that
yeah,
point, you kind of have to like really like stumble or
mm,
I don't know, really mess up, right? And like kind of figure it out in your own way because they're all kind of doing that, right?
yeah,
Like figuring out and flailing in different ways, kind of, and
for sure.
overcompensating.
Yeah.
hmm
And a little bit overestimating your own abilities to do the things that you love.
Yeah.
We've
There's like a sense of entitlement too, right? Like the
yeah.
entitlement to even when we hear it with
Yeah.
Sophie later at the party, like I used to go here. I live in Japan and it's like really hard for me to even get here. So it's like you should be happy I'm here, right? It's like we're
Yeah.
all have this narrative about ourselves. She's like, I hate living there. It's like really revealing.
Yeah. I'm thinking of, yeah, like when I went at USC for grad school, like trying to get jobs at places and like talking with people who work there, and they'd be like, "Oh," and I'd always ask them like, "Oh, what's your favorite show or what's your favorite movie?" You know, I remember talking to some guy who worked at Hulu. He's like, "Oh, I love like The Big Bang Theory," and in my mind, I'm like, "Why do you like that crap, man? Like I like good stuff, so
Yeah.
I should be given these jobs because I
Yeah.
have good taste." And then I
Yeah,
just
right.
continue to not get good jobs or opportunities
Mhm.
because yeah, it's just like, oh, like I know what this industry needs, I know what it's all about, but it's like, oh no, it's I was just kind of being a little bit, yeah, like
Yeah.
unrealistic and selfish.
Yeah.
You like Big Bang Theory, huh? Well, I'm gonna go work for Crackle, a service that's definitely gonna stick around.
It'll be here forever.
Right.
It'll outlast us all.
Yeah. I'm gonna go start Quibi with my best friend Jeffrey Katzenberg. Nerd. Good luck, nerd. Big
Nerd.
Bang Theory. My cat likes Big Bang Theory, so I have to apologize when I make fun of it.
The only time I've watched it was when I donate plasma in Provo, and everyone, because they show, I usually watch bring
Yeah.
like my I usually would watch stuff on my iPod back in the day or whatever, but
Yeah.
because they'd show stuff on the TV, and it was usually either Burn Notice or The Big Bang Theory, and like the way that like everyone was like losing their minds at Big Bang Theory, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Is there like a gas leak in here? Like
Yeah.
there's and again, I was maybe a little bit of an asshole at the time because everyone was like either watching that or like The Office, and I was like so against like the Steve Carell. I'm like, I'm going to watch every show that's not The Office, and I mean that is when I got it into It's Always Sunny and was just a real prick about it.
Yeah.
hmm hmm Yeah, it's so relatable
Yeah.
too. I mean, no comment on Big Bang Theory, but
Oh yeah,
I'm not a
you love that show. Every time I'm at the house, you guys are like, "Ah, Sheldon."
We all got matching bazingas on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a
Bazingas.
bar in either Madison or Milwaukee called Bazinga's. Have you ever been to it?
Mm-mm.
Well,
Oh wait,
they
no,
get
I've heard of that. Yeah,
yeah.
I've never been there.
The Found Footage Festival guys call it every year
Oh,
on one of their birthdays and try to get the staff to wish them a happy birthday. And every year they say, "We're way too busy for this. Stop calling," and then hang up. So, very pleasant staff at Bazinga's.
Mhm.
um, yeah, I watched a little bit of that show when it first came out and just kind of went like, "Oh, I don't think this is for me," and then went right into 30 Rock, which I'm still watching today, even though it's been off the air for a long, long time.
yeah, all same. So
Yeah.
watch that every night right now too. That's funny.
Uh, good.
I dream
Every-
in Tracy Jordan, or I get his names mixed up. Tracy Morgan, Tracy
Yeah.
Jordan.
Have you watched The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
really funny.
It's so good. Um, anyway, so she tries to tell Benji that she's poor, and he doesn't believe her, and it just made me realize he doesn't understand what being poor is at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To him, it's
Yeah.
like either like you're homeless or you're like in a village somewhere in like Central or South America or Africa. It's like that is poor. It's like you're not poor. It's like, well, she doesn't have money or a job, so that's just a couple things.
She lives on your couch and is trying to pay you less rent because she can't afford the full rent. That's what poor is, Benji. Like, come on.
Right,
Not
right.
everybody's dad invented Snapple or whatever the hell his family did.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought we were all just cosplaying poor.
Yeah.
Right?
Nope.
Like he just thought
Yeah.
everybody else was.
We're just slumming it.
Yeah.
mm,
We're living the art life of actually not really doing art.
right,
But the
right.
computer is open, so. And we are drinking a lot because they are drinking a lot in that house.
Yeah.
Kids love to
Yeah.
pull the cork.
Yeah.
But
They're
she ends
drinking.
up, having to downgrade even more and puts all her stuff in storage. And it's sad because her chair
Yeah.
doesn't fit and she has to give it away.
Yeah.
But that's not a good feeling. It just keeps kind
No.
of like being demoted in her
Well,
living
she's banking
situation.
on being part of the big Christmas show at the dance
Yeah,
company, and as soon as she tells Benji and Lev, Fedora guy, that as soon as that show happens, she'll be able to pay the full rent. As soon as that conversation's over, it cuts to her at the office and her boss saying, we can't use you in the Christmas show. I'm sorry. We'll
yeah.
talk in February. Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
So,
that was crushing.
So
It's-
she just ends up going to Sacramento, back home for Christmas with
yeah.
her real parents, and
I assume their real little dog that came to the
I guess
airport too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going to their weird church. I've never seen a church like that. It was
Oh yeah, Unitarian Universalist. So it's not like it's completely non-denominational. I think it's just more about community, from what I understand, than any sort of
okay.
defined religious beliefs. So, like, the type of religion that I can kind of get behind, because it's not like, well, if you even think about touching your naughty bits, well, you're going to hell, where the devil will eat you, or whatever. Because they're just singing "This Little Light of Mine," which is
That's a good one.
fairly it's fairly non-denominational and nice, and everyone's smiling. Callie, have you ever been to a Unitarian church?
I
Me neither.
don't think so. I haven't been in many churches in my life.
Yeah, that makes sense on account of how Dad doesn't go to churches. So that makes
He's not
sense. That
allowed. Yeah.
no, yeah, no, they banned him from every church.
That's
If you go
impressive.
inside a church, there's like a picture of him, and it says, "Do deny this man entry." And you don't get that a lot, especially at every church. Yeah. Yeah. Um, so yeah, Sacramento seems nice, but not nearly as thrilling as New York.
Doesn't have the juice. Yeah, it's
No.
again, it's like a relatable thing when you leave town and like live in, I was in LA, you were in New York, Craig, and it's like, yeah, you come back home and it's just like, look at me, I'm living in the cool place, but I can just hang out here and seem cool, even though my life at where I live is a mess and
Ugh.
I'm struggling severely, but I can't
Yeah.
admit that.
Anyway, enjoy your small buildings and Walmart.
Enjoy
And
your
meanwhile,
wide roads and affordability.
And meanwhile, I'm eating dollar pizza every day. Yeah. That's the only thing that she doesn't do from my poor experience, which is basically live on dollar pizza.
I had to cut all those scenes.
Yeah. Anyway, so she goes to live with Meryl Streep's daughter, who is also a dancer, who doesn't seem to have anything in common with her at all, and
No.
their personalities do not match.
They're like water and oil. Because, like a lot in the movie, like when she's talking about her friend Sophie, she's like, "Oh, like we're just like the same person but with different hair," and like
And
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older, but she's more grown up, which is oddly not that different from me and you, who have been
yeah,
accused of being the same person by your wife at one point, I'm pretty sure.
probably, yeah.
Except I am also a couple months older than you, but just like a little less grown up because you're married and have a house, and I
That
have
is
a cat. Yeah.
that is true. I don't have the whole fam, but I have a dog and a house now. That's some
Yeah.
grown ass business right there.
And I have
Mhm.
a cat and some blankets.
You do have a
Yeah.
very nice physical media collection though, so
Yes, I was just about to say that. I was
envy
like,
that.
something I wish I had.
Yeah.
Something I got
Well,
rid of long ago. I wish I didn't.
and that's kind of like a family.
Right.
Mhm.
The mask is my
Exactly.
family. Yeah. The mask is my wife. Um, yeah.
Could do a lot
Mhm.
worse.
And
So
like,
there's a pro. Oh, go for it.
no, you go for it.
Oh, I was gonna move on. So if your thing is relevant to what we
Yeah,
were just
yeah,
talking about,
no.
that's probably better. Okay.
I don't think it
Anyway,
was.
so there's a trope alert. There's an indie musician at the pretentious wine dinner that she goes to.
Mm.
Dean
Mm-hmm.
Wareham from the band.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be Mormon, even actually.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he's there, and then Josh Hamilton from Kicking and Screaming is there, and is very much not the type of people we've seen Francis talk to at any point.
Yes.
They're very nice, but yeah,
This is where the baby comes up, right? Where the picture of the baby comes up, and they were
I
talking about a baby. And
that
then,
and this is where she learns a lot about Patch and how smart he is,
yes,
Very
it's
good. Very smart.
yeah, which has not been our experience so far.
right, right. It's really funny. Well, and Frances was like, she's like, when people have kids, they're all like, I wrote this down. I used to be so focused on me, and now I'm totally not. It's like, no, it's still you. It's half you. It's a mini you. I mean, you made it, which is so
Yeah.
funny, and it's just like so representative of like her mindset. Like, I don't know, there's no
Yes,
way you take care of a baby and yourself, right? Like, it's just
Yeah.
you. Like,
yeah.
it could be, I don't know. That's how I took it at that time, right? Like, you feel like you're not together. It's like you take care of a whole nother child is hard, but she's like kind of deny. I don't know. It was a really funny comment at the dinner.
I was just looking up to see if she has kids, and she has two. So
Greta does.
yeah, I guess she changed her mind. Or movies aren't real life, one or the other. Um,
One or the other. It's
yeah.
Mhm.
but it's yeah, I don't know. I was getting shades of funny haha too in the scene because at first she's like, "Oh, like I'm not drinking right now," and like
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
trying to be good, right? Like trying to be like responsible.
being
But
an
then
adult. Yeah.
yeah, but it's but yeah, I don't know. Like she's like talking about like all her friend minutia, and it seems like no one there cares at all, which is fair enough. People talking about their friend dynamics, and it's like, okay, I don't know who any of these people are, and but then
Also, all these people look a good decade older than her.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Mhm.
have firmly settled into adult life. Like, they all have brownstones and shit. Like,
yeah, different
they go,
phases of life.
yeah, yeah.
Right, right. And like when you're in that age or state of mindset, yeah. Well, I guess we already covered this, right? It's just like so unfathomable. I just remember, still feel this way sometimes. Like, how on earth do you even do all of this adult things, right? She's
Yeah.
trying to kind of fit in with that and integrate that into her identity and can't.
Ah, it's a lot of work.
It is, right? And
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
like I did that so perfectly, right? Like who does
yeah.
that
I mean,
perfectly?
I'm
That
nailing
is
it, but I can see how a lot of
right,
people
right.
might struggle with it.
Same.
Yeah,
Right.
You
I'm
you
just
figured it out,
lucky, I
Greg.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of us just get dealt a better hand of figuring out how to be 40.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's but
No
the
big
yeah,
deal.
this is she gets the bomb dropped on her that Sophie and Patch are moving to Japan, and the
Yeah.
immediately she starts drinking again.
Yep.
Yes.
And a lot. Too much for the
And a
wine
lot.
party.
Too much for the
Mhm.
wine party, and is it Josh Hamilton who talks about, it's like, "Oh, like, we have our apartment in Paris or whatever, if, like, you're ever there."
Yeah.
And at first she's like, "Yeah, like, I don't know, like, if I'm there," like, because she's like, I'm not gonna go there, like, I'm poor," and then she gets drunk enough to be like, "Actually, I'm going there," and
Mhm.
I'm
for
going there
2 days.
tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
And then the trip looks so fun. She sits on so many different benches trying to call her friend and smoking, and that seems like pretty much it.
Well,
Mhm.
she takes a sleeping pill because of the time difference and ends up
Yeah.
sleeping through most of the one day she's there.
Yes. So funny.
And she's only taking 2 days because she's got a meeting with Colleen on
Yeah.
Monday.
Gotta get
But
back. Because yeah, I was just like, you should stay. Like, if you had a free place to stay, that's kind of the
yeah,
biggest expense. Like, just you can
Colleen.
you can buy a cheese and ham baguette for like a few euro on the street, and it's good eating.
And Colleen will probably reschedule. And as we
Yeah,
learn when she gets to the meeting, she wanted to reschedule because she's sick.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And I think this
Yeah.
is
On
when
her throat.
she drops the bomb. It's like, hey, like you could have like a job, like doing admin
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
no, no, I don't want to. And then I just wrote,
Well,
yeah, it's like she's really blowing it, not taking that job.
when she's in France, she gets a call from Sophie, and that's when the Japan bomb drops. 'Cause she's invited to a party that night that she can't go to because she's in France, but like refuses to say why she can't go to the party.
Yeah.
Even though travel comes up in the conversation and she's like, yeah, I am. I mean, I will travel. It's like, you're in
Mhm.
France. Just say I'm in
Mhm.
France. That's why I can't come
Mhm.
to your party.
Mhm.
But like Sophie has like a blog. She's like blogging about
Yeah.
Japan, and it's I just wrote, yeah, like blogs were a big thing back then. We had the all the
Mhm.
blogs.
She talks about going to the porn mall, which they talked about on Doughboys, and also
Yes.
my friend that lived in Japan also told me about. So I guess it's a really big deal because it's like, I think it might be the main thing that is in Japan based off of
Mm.
everyone always telling me about the porn mall in Japan.
Mhm.
It's especially in that
Interesting.
neighborhood in
Yeah.
Akihabara. It feels like
Have you been to
there-
Japan?
there's a lot of porn malls. Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you go to
for
the porn mall?
school.
The
I didn't
five-story
know
porn mall?
about the
Oh,
porn mall. I just
okay.
knew it was just seemed like it's like in Akihabara because that's like a lot of
Ah,
like game shops are there and a lot of like collectibles. So there's like, but it just seemed like in most of these stores, the higher you went into the store, the weirder it got. So if you
yeah.
got up to like the sixth and seventh floors, so like that was kind of like a running joke between me and my classmates. It's like, oh, like were you up on the seventh floor? Like, oh, okay, I see what you were doing. Like, you got tentacles and hentai and all that stuff up there.
That matches what every single person that has been to Japan and told me about that store has said about it. It's like, yeah, the
Yeah,
first floor is normal, and then the further up you go, not only is the stuff in there weirder, but so are the guys.
yeah,
Huh.
So,
Interesting.
yeah. So now if I go to Japan, I have to go to the porn mall just so I have something to tell. It's like the ring tape. Like, I
yeah.
have to tell people about it,
Mhm.
otherwise the porn mall will crawl out of a well and kill me.
Mhm.
Yeah, there were yeah,
So,
Weiger was talking about it on this week's double. There's like what one floor
gross.
that's like oops all fleshlights. Is how he described it. Said there's
Yeah.
even like a like feet with like a hole in it. So yeah, weird.
Okay. Well, we're not here to kink shame, but that's fucked up and weird.
Yeah, it's wild place. But
Yeah.
and I've been to Paris as well, so I've lived the Frances Ha experience. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I just got a little nostalgic when she's just like walking next to the Seine and just like having a good time. Because I'm like, that's what, yeah, like when I was there was a part of the time I was there by myself. So like, all right, I guess I'll just listen to Ben Folds and walk
Yeah.
walk on the Seine and like get lost. Because I don't know,
Mhm.
there's no better city to get lost in than Paris, I'd say, because it's just charming and walkable and
Yeah.
just
And I hear
always
the
always
people are
something interesting.
I hear the people are so nice to Americans and love when you try to speak the language to them.
See, the only
I've heard
people who
the
were
opposite of that.
the only people who were assholes were, and I don't say this as with any prejudice, just as a statement of fact. The only people who I found were mean were Algerians who like had
Oh,
moved to France. Because there was a bus driver who was an asshole, and then a guy at the hostel we were staying at who was also an asshole. But most of the French people, like I would just try to talk, like I would just like, oh, like I would start and just be like, sorry, like I don't speak French that well. Like I feel like some of those stereotypes didn't. Like I said, I
okay.
found them nicer than I expected. But then again, like I know I've heard some stories of people, like especially like in smaller towns and stuff. Like you go there and you don't speak French well, and they'll just be
Yeah.
mean to you to your face.
Mhm.
But maybe in Paris, they're a little bit more like they're used to maybe it being a little bit more diverse.
So
Mhm.
I have a friend that's from France, and she's told me that there no one can agree on how to properly speak French. Like the guy across the street doesn't even speak it right. Only whoever you're talking to speaks it correctly. So you can't even try.
Yeah.
Um, is the impression I have. Callie, have you ever been to Tokyo or Paris or Sacramento?
Mm-mm. No,
Me
none of
neither.
those. Not
Me
at all.
neither. Steve, you been to Sacramento?
I've driven through because it's
Okay.
on the I-5. So I've driven from LA up to Oregon,
Cool.
So you've
but
been to all
never.
three of those places.
I guess I've lived the
Yeah.
Francis Ha
Yeah.
experience, so I'm
And
more
I've
Wow.
than
been to
qualified.
Chinatown.
That's
I
So
good.
knew
I
we'd
also
find
have.
a connection
Yeah,
between
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah.
Right. I do want to add the female friendship piece is so like also maybe you guys relate to in a different way with your friendships too, but that also is just so relatable in this movie and in other mumblecore movies too.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
guess
This
it's a
one
great
is.
way to demonstrate that change.
Yeah. This one especially, the characters just felt very.
yeah.
It felt like, oh, I know these people, and this is how they act in
Mhm.
real life
You're
too. Yeah.
right. Right.
Yeah.
And then like I know this experience, right? Like I've
Yeah.
had a friend break up and doing something I would normally do with her and not doing that again. I'm like, damn, this sucks, dude. I feel like we broke
Yeah,
up. And
yeah,
seeing her again and trying to be normal, it's like, oh, this sucks so bad. It's just like really relatable, you know? Oh, and then the other part where she's like, oh, Sophie used to be the one to make the bed. I don't make the bed, right? It's just like
Yeah.
such a relationship. It's so
Well, I
funny.
think we figured out why Sophie moved.
Right. Because she
I-
even says it, right? Like, what's the woman she moves in with? She's like, she's clean like me. She's clean too.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
me. Yeah.
And
So it's
yeah, and
definitely
early on, she's like, "Why do you look at your phone more than you look at me?" And she's like, "Well, the phone doesn't leave a casserole dish in the sink for 2 weeks."
oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I get where Sophie's coming from, but I appreciate that
Mm.
Right.
Frances is also anti-phone because I feel like there's a few
Yeah.
comments of her in the movie where she's just like, "It's like you're looking at your phone. Like, what are you doing on your phone?"
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so
Like,
Frances is right, and
yeah. Um,
but it's,
so,
I guess, yeah. Oh, sorry, Greg. I was gonna
oh,
talk
go
about their
for it.
friend in Paris because they had like a college friend who moved to
Yeah.
Paris, And so she's the whole time she's like trying to get a hold of her, but like the calls aren't going through because I'm guessing she probably didn't like change her or call her like cell phone company to be like, oh, I'm going to Europe, so I'll need like roaming coverage or whatever.
Well,
Because when she gets back, oh, go ahead. Sorry, Greg.
yeah, as soon as she gets back, there's a message. It's like, yeah, come by and eat dinner with this handsome gentleman who would love to meet you, and we would love to hang out with you and
Yeah,
have a great time. And it sounds so much more fun than just like sitting on a bench smoking, which, to be fair, is fun. But it'd be more fun to have dinner with a fancy French gentleman and my friends. So,
it's
yeah,
like a sliding doors moment where it's like, oh, if she would have got that message, her whole life could have been different.
yeah, we'd have to call this Francis Hon
Francis,
because of how they laugh out there. Yeah. I used to do comedy.
hey,
Yeah. So she goes back to her college to, I guess, be an RA and wait tables,
yeah,
which is
back to
such a choice.
At Vassar College, where she actually
yeah.
used to go.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know anything about Vassar except for there's that Simpsons joke where Homer's like, there will be no Vassar bashing at this table or whatever.
yeah, she goes back and like kind of gets a job helping with the dance classes, but she's not allowed to do the dance classes, so she just
No,
awkwardly watches from the doorway, which is such like
it,
angry energy over in that doorway. It was really funny.
it is. She's
Yeah.
judgy, but it sucks. Like, just let her
Yeah.
dance. Like, let her audit the class or whatever. Like, who cares,
Yeah.
Vassar? Like, you are uptight. Homer's wrong. We should bash Vassar all the time.
And then she
It's,
goes out to smoke in the woods and almost starts a forest fire. But thank God that
yeah,
guy's there to be really mad about it.
true.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
But it seems like she's kind of hitting rock bottom here. You know, like
Yeah.
literally moving backwards, like going back to
Yeah.
the college. Like everyone's kind of moving forward, doing their own thing, and she's just like, just
Not
stop.
only moving back to her college town, but moving back into the dorms with a bunch of drunk 19-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds awful.
Yeah. And she's
You
like in
couldn't,
so much denial too, right? Like you're a waitress. I'd pour, right?
Yeah,
Like it's
to be fair, we only ever actually see her pour. So it actually
mm-hmm.
might be a thing
True.
of where they don't trust her to carry food, just to pour.
Right,
So
right.
yeah,
Uh,
but it is funny when she's like, "I pour,"
mm-hmm.
but she is
That's where
really
she
nice
knows
to
how to
that drunk girl in the
yeah.
hallway. But yeah, she goes to pour at the alumni dinner, and who is back from Japan? But Sophie and Pat, the man with the name that is easiest to take seriously. Um,
Yo, Patsy.
It's
and
just funny
they're
when she's hiding from Sophie, just like
yeah,
being shifty, but like still having needs to do her job, filling up that the guest of honor's wine glass. Got to keep her topped off.
she's just like
Mm-hmm.
hiding behind a person,
Yeah.
which is funny. And then Sophie
Mm-hmm.
and Patch are being really normal, and by that I mean being the most entitled people at the entire alumni.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sophie is mean and very drunk. I think she's
Yep.
mean because she's drunk. Because what she says to her Patches, because they're going to they're back in the States because his grandpa died and they're going to his funeral. And what she's just like, your grandpa was a cheating Nazi. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because his voice gets really high and goofy when he's like, "He was not a Nazi." When they're getting in the car, and it was really funny to me.
pretty sure he's a Nazi.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Anyway, she accidentally reveals herself at the party, and that's yeah, very awkward. Uh, and then
Because
gets
she
a ride with
learns Sophie blurts out they're engaged, right? And that she's like,
yeah,
"You're engaged?" Like, it's just a
yeah.
moment.
She's
I
like,
mean,
well,
I would be gut-wrenched if I learned that from my best friend. So, you know what I mean? Through
Yeah.
by
not only
watching.
not only at a place like that where you have regressed to kind of being back in college, but not even actually being the student part, just living in the building.
Mm-hmm.
The
Right.
saddest version of going back to school. And you overhear your best friend tell that to someone while they are very drunk. So they're not,
Mm-hmm.
very.
Yep. It's funny.
But luckily, they're one of Patch is sober enough to drive her back to the dorms. And Sophie shows up and pukes everywhere. And they make up, and Sophie tells her that she was pregnant in Japan, but had a miscarriage and was like grateful for it. And isn't sure if she wants to go through with the engagement, and also she fucking hates Japan. Uh,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Could be.
Francis is. I think the wheels are turning. Maybe we can move back by Grand Army Plaza and smoke in the window again, and no longer hear about Patch having to take a leak. But that is not true because she wakes up to a note from Sophie saying, "I was drunk. I'm actually going back to Japan. See you later." And
But the rest of it
yeah,
seems nice though. Like, okay, it's like
yeah,
they do seem like
yeah.
they've made up. That and this is because Sophie brings this up, I think, a couple times. So I need to ask both of you: Are socks in bed gross, or is Sophie crazy?
Hmm.
I know it's a real thing for a lot of people. They do get mad about it. I don't give a shit. It is
As a
a
pet.
it's really a how hot is it in this room
Yeah,
is how I determine. But some people like you'd be better off being like doing arson to disabled schools than wear socks in bed. That's how mad they get when they hear about it. How about you, Callie?
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, it depends. I gotta think about the outside clothes on the inside of the sheets type of thing.
yeah,
So like if the
Yeah,
shoes or the socks were touching germs on the ground, it's in the bed. I don't want to. Absolutely not. And if I'll wear socks because my toes get pretty cold at night. But if like another person in the bed with you is wearing socks and they're rubbing their feet on you, like to me, that is a sensory issue. So
yeah.
I get
yeah,
it.
Fair
yeah. I guess
enough.
that's
Yeah,
fair. Yeah,
yeah. Sock.
Doesn't like it feels like ugh, like little puppets
yeah.
like crawling in you in the night.
Yeah,
That's terrifying. It,
yeah.
So,
I guess like sharing a
'cause
bed. It's
yeah,
yeah different than like me and my own socks not bothering anyone when it's
right.
cold. It's
yeah,
fine. But yeah, the idea of someone else's feet and socks touching could. Ugh. And I guess yeah, like now I'm just remembering in the beginning of the movie, it's like Frances is always sleeping in so bed, and just it seems like she just barely got her own bed. So kind of
Mm-hmm.
again, just more. It's like oh, there's their dynamic. Kind of Sophie's got her shit together, and
yeah,
Yeah.
Frances is just kind of riding the
But she
coattails.
And she's like, I should go sleep in my bed because I paid for it, right? There's
yeah,
Yeah,
like also that interesting piece too. It's like because she
yeah.
paid for it. I don't know if Sophie relates to that.
I am not sure if I had a bed when I first saw this movie. I
Mm-hmm.
got I was also living in a living room at the apartment that I stayed at for the rest of the time there.
Yeah.
It was probably right around the time that I got a bed and then we curtained off part of the big room that was my bedroom, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
n- my bedroom was smaller than the bed I'm sitting on right now, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
gosh,
Uh,
Yeah.
but I did have a bed eventually in that space. Um,
good,
yeah. And then
Yeah.
eventually one of our roommates moved out and I got a whole room, which was for Brooklyn, enormous. Uh,
nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, So they have that, and then then she goes back and does the admin job and helps choreograph shows, and it seems like she's really good at it, which makes sense.
Yeah,
Seems like
we get
she finds her calling.
a nice kind of getting your shit together montage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that was really nice. And it was nice to see everybody there kind of showing up
Yeah.
there too.
even fuckboy Lev in his dumbass hat shows up with a new lady that we don't know. Oh,
Yes.
that's the other thing I wanted to bring up. She runs into Benji at one point with another woman, and that
Yeah.
conversation, like nothing anybody is saying feels like it's part of the same conversation, and it's really funny. Like she's talking to
Yeah.
the new woman, she's like, "I have to meet with Colleen on Monday," and the other woman just goes, "I don't know you."
Mhm.
Like, I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
it's really funny.
It
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
a good.
I think it's
I really like
yeah,
that.
like right before she goes to Paris, she runs into him. Yeah, like and Benji's got like a
Yeah.
beard, so he's looking good in that beard, I must
Yeah.
Mhm.
say.
And yeah,
Mr.
he's going
Maisel.
by and he's going by Ben too, right? Which I thought was kind of
Oh,
funny,
yeah.
like this change, and he
Yeah.
was just like undateable, right? So he's like
Yeah.
a growth piece, I guess.
Well, he's got that Gremlins 3 money now. He can afford a beard.
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh,
Very much so. But yeah, I like the dance itself, and it's I don't know,
yeah.
like it's her because it's like everyone is dancing in sync except for one dancer who's kind of like sloppy and like trying to like play catch up and stuff. And it's okay, yeah, that's just her. That's just her
But
going through life, and she's able to convey it in a very interesting
Mhm.
way.
yeah, because she says like I like to write mistakes into the dance, and I was like, well,
Yeah,
I actually really like that. That's a cool idea.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like things that look like mistakes. She says.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just watching. It's like, oh yeah, this is her. She's just
Yeah.
write what you know or choreograph what you know, and it's just.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Mhm.
it's so fun. Like, cause yeah, the dance lady is there and like seems to really like it, which is cool and encouraging. But like you said, Greg, yeah, like maybe that's like yeah her role. Like that's a better fit for her. Like she's much more talented at that than actually like executing the choreography.
Even though
Mhm.
she's not, when we see her
Not
dance,
bad.
again, she is not bad. It's just she's really good at coming up with the choreography and organizing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a really nice ending, and then we find out what Frances Ha means because it turns out her last name is Halliday, but that's too big of a name to fit in the mailbox, so it just says Frances Ha. And
Hmm.
Yeah. Or does it also mean that she didn't plan ahead with it? And it shows
yeah,
like those
Oh
pieces
yeah.
of like, because like she's like, didn't plan ahead with several pieces, but she's still growing, right?
Yeah.
Like you could have
yeah,
just written it smaller, but there are little pieces there.
yeah.
I thought that was really funny.
She's getting her shit together, but there's still a little, which is
Right,
further along than I was at 28.
right,
Yeah.
I can say that for
right.
sure.
Room for
100%.
growth.
Yeah,
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then the beginning of the movie, she talks about like maybe moving up to Washington Heights or something, and then she ends up there. So
and
she's able to realize it in a different way than I think she thought.
that was
Mm-hmm.
like a neighborhood on the come up at the time, so she got in there at the right time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the gentrifiers.
Mm-hmm.
oh, now I don't
Yeah.
like her. Now I hope her dance is all.
Yeah. There's
She's the
I
reason there's the Chipotle up there now. Oh,
uh-huh. Right. No, one $5 pizza.
yeah,
Is this the Washington Heights of In the Heights fame?
Oh.
I, bel
I
I
think.
believe so. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking at.
couldn't finish that movie. I struggle with Lin-Manuel Miranda in general.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like theater kid energy turned up to 1,000,000?
Plus rap that sounds like the Flintstones cadence. My name is Fred, and I'm here to say Fruity Pebbles are back in a tasty way, or whatever the hell. That's how all of his rap sound to me, and I just can't do it.
So really good.
Well,
The
it's a
best.
classic for a reason, but I don't like seeing it ripped off. Yeah. Callie, do you love Hamilton?
I've never seen it.
Same.
Yeah, it's on my list. Wait,
Uh,
Steve, have you seen it?
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I've listened to the soundtrack a lot.
Are you a Lin head? Lin-Manuel?
I was a bit, I was feeling my lib self back in 2016, 2017, and I needed Hamilton to help
Mm,
me deal with life. But then I
yeah.
became much more cynical, and
Mm,
Hamilton didn't quite hit the same way.
yeah. Yeah, we need
Hamilton
to
made me
double
cynical.
Hamilton.
I was in New York when it debuted, and I just like watched everybody. It was like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Everybody I knew was normal, and then Hamilton came out, and then everybody I knew was listening to the shittiest raps I'd ever heard. And so, like, I just can't bring myself to watch it because it's like, what's wrong with it? We were listening to Run the Jewels last week. Why are you doing this? Yeah, I don't know.
And even
Yeah.
as I'm trying to think of Hamilton lyrics, I'm just thinking of some of his songs from Moana, which actually really I think I like more than his Hamilton song.
Yeah. I
Because
can't remember
Moana,
from the close.
Moana, good. Live action Moana that's coming out next week.
Great.
Terrible. Looks
Oh,
bad.
Mm.
Looks
Mm-mm.
like mud.
so,
If you guys
yeah.
like theater kids, did you guys watch Theater Camp?
Is that
I've wanted to. It looks real fun.
It's really
that's the
funny.
one with Io and all
Hmm.
those? Yeah, I liked some. I didn't like the main story, but all the side characters were really funny to me.
Yeah. It was just
Yeah.
really funny theater kid type of jokes.
Yeah.
Like the jock kid that like
Mhm.
his dad owned it or whatever that was coming. He was really funny. Everything Io did was really funny. I liked them. It was just like when the main characters were on, I was like, can we get the weirdos back in here, please?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. I
Uh,
liked that movie.
just random thoughts looking at my notes. When Lev meets up with I almost called her Hannah because of girls. Jesus. When Lev
Mhm.
meets up with Francis, he says "Ahoy, sexy," and I thought that was very funny.
Uh,
Yeah.
and then she says it to Rachel when she's trying to ask her if she can. She just like
Mhm.
surprises her outside of a bank with "Ahoy,
Mhm.
sexy," and it's really funny.
Mhm.
Let's make that the new hello. Ahoy, sexy.
Mhm. It's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really good.
Yeah, it's a really funny movie, but it never feels like it's trying too hard to be. It's just she's
Mhm.
naturally very good at delivering any
Yeah.
dialogue in a very delightful and often very funny way.
Right. Yeah.
It's just a shame that her career seems to have completely cratered and we haven't heard from her since this.
No.
Isn't she working on some the wardrobe?
Every all of the
Yeah.
movies she's
Narnia.
directed since this have been nominated for Best Picture, and she talked
Yeah.
Netflix into an IMAX release, and they hate releasing things in actual theaters,
Mhm.
so she's a
Mhm.
miracle worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
we love Greta Gerwig in this house. That's what I gotta say. Except for that
Mhm.
shitty
Perfect.
Russell Brand Arthur movie that we've talked about every time she's
Mm.
come up, mostly because it
Way too many
sucks.
times. Well, this
Well,
is like the year of Greta. Like I feel like these are like because it's like this came out in 2012 and Lola Versus also, which seems just like
Mhm.
the most Greta movie that ever Gerwigged.
yeah,
That's Right.
That's
And
a
then I guess Damsels in Distress was the year before, the Whit Stillman movie, which is very good, and she's very good in.
yeah, where she's trying to start a dance craze. Yeah, she plays a lot of
Yeah,
dancers. Yeah, that was a fun
should
movie.
be dancing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And then it's I don't know, like Mistress America that came out like a couple years after. It's almost feels in some ways like a sequel to this, where it's like, oh, like what if you catch up with Frances like a few years later and she's like trying to mentor someone, but it's
yeah.
still like she hasn't quite figured it out.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
she lives in
Yeah.
Times Square there, and I saw that movie in Times Square, and I was like, how the hell can she afford any of this? This is like $10 million for a closet. Um, yeah, but yeah, she was in a bunch of good movies, and now she's just making really good movies.
Yeah.
So I don't give a shit about Narnia, but I'll still probably go see her Narnia movie because I think she's good.
Mhm.
It's yeah, because they're releasing it like in the chronological order of like the story in the books, not the release order. Because Magician's Nephew is like the genesis of Narnia. I remember reading that in school and being
That'll be
interested
interesting.
by it. Yeah, so it's we got the Meryl Streep as Aslan. So
Interesting.
I was gonna say, oh, she's just working her way
Oh,
through the whole family, but then I remembered Meryl Streep is in Little Women, so she's already
oh
been good.
yeah,
oh,
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Which I don't give a shit about Little Women, but I did go see that and it was good. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
so she's
So.
just good at movies.
She's got yeah one of the more impressive track records, except the nights and weekends. No, thank you.
Yeah, well,
Oh yeah. I didn't
Callie,
see
have you?
that, but I heard and saw that that was not liked here.
Yeah,
No.
well,
Yeah,
one
I
can
don't wanna
only
see
take
that.
so much of seeing Joe Swanberg's genitals, uh,
Oh,
and it's a lower threshold than he seems to think.
It's
So
a lot.
oh
yeah,
my.
yeah, yeah.
At
Any
least he's
final
putting
thoughts?
himself out there.
Yeah, maybe arguably too much, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He beat the hell out of Devin Faraci in a boxing ring, so he's done good things. Um,
Yes.
yeah. Any final thoughts, Callie, on the movie?
I don't think so. I just really like the whole I don't have anything. Yeah, it's just really, really fun. Like friendship piece was really like relatable, and
Yeah.
the transition, slow growth, or just growth, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It resonated back then and resonates now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
captures again, a lot of the mumblecore movies are about like the post grad or just like kind of the milieu and self discovery, and it captures that just so well, especially kind of from the millennial perspective. And I just
Mhm.
yeah, like it's just really effective because it seems like yeah, in college it's like you know everyone's kind of on the same level, like the same trajectory, and then like oh it's going to be this way forever, and then you know the
Yeah.
timelines start changing and people are getting opportunities and kind of moving ahead faster than you, or you're moving ahead faster than other people, and this yeah it becomes more and more complicated to kind of keep those bonds together because everyone's a little bit more self-interested and kind of progressing on their own paths, and it explores that well, and it's just yeah, just like you're
uh,
saying, it's just a nice movie. I don't know. It's compared to what
Mhm.
the Bellflower last week, which is a fun and good movie, but is
it's
kind of a
not
bad
light.
hang and it's very
Yeah,
intense. This is just yeah, like just like oh, you know, like put this movie on if you're in a bad mood, it'll put you in a good mood. You know, it's
Mhm.
and the
It
type of
does.
story it is, like it would be really easy for this movie to be fucking insufferable. Just like,
Yeah.
why am I watching this self-involved millennial suck at life? Like, why would I? But she's so delightful that you're just like, oh, I really hope she pulls it together. Like, I'm really rooting for
Yeah.
this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
You want her to figure it out so bad. And it's
yeah,
very it's very satisfying at the end where it's like, okay, it's like you're still able to like
yeah,
pursue your interests and dreams, but like
Mhm.
it may be a little bit more of a responsible, less precarious way.
yeah. I again just really wish she was acting more again because she's just so
Yeah.
good. She's very fun to
Yeah,
watch.
she's got a watchable face.
Mhm.
She's got a very expressive face. And
Yeah.
again, I could watch her just like ramble about nothing for an
Mhm.
hour.
You
Mhm.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have. It's called
Yeah.
Hannah Takes the Stairs in Nights and Weekends.
She's also really good at like delivering jokes that don't work and then still trying to sell them like as the character. Like she'll make a bad joke and just be like, "Well, that's a bad joke." And you're like, "Yeah. Well, that's nice."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really easy to root for.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
totally makes sense that she's probably the most successful Mumblecore person. Big
Yeah.
fan. Um,
Like yeah, like we've said kind of in the earlier things, like seeing her for the first time and whatever. There's just she's just naturally charismatic and compelling and just watchable. But
yeah,
like and just feels like approachable and relatable too. Like it's
yeah,
some of especially like yeah, you can get actresses who just either they're too beautiful in their looks or just feel like oh like they don't feel like real people or it's just I don't know, not the same. Or just yeah, Greta's like, oh yeah, it's like this. She just seems familiar. She seems like very kind of girl next door in certain ways, and just it's just
Mhm.
really yeah, it's just really awesome to have been there kind of since the beginning, like since Hannah Takes the Stairs,
yeah.
and have seen oh like yeah, now she's a multi nominated like extremely critically acclaimed director and she started out just like shooting some bullshit with Joe Swanberg.
Mhm.
She she made a good, arguably, I would argue, great Barbie movie that
Yeah.
everyone can
Mhm.
enjoy. And
Mhm.
5 years ago, I think most people would have said that doesn't sound possible.
Yeah.
That is going to be for little girls, and that's probably it. But no, it works for everybody. That movie's hilarious.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
yeah, a great one. Yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, that's a big one's missing, I feel like.
Yeah. No, and it's smart, like, and weirdly subversive. Yeah, she's just really, really
Mhm.
good at stuff.
Yeah.
Again, big fan. All
Yeah.
right,
Mm.
let's get into what have you watched this week. So, Steve, what have you watched this week?
Well, I was lucky enough to watch a couple things with you, Greg,
That's true.
as you visited Portland and definitely left. But yeah, we saw
Yeah, definitely left.
Jackass Best and Last, and had a great time.
Yeah,
In a hot theater. We were in a packed house, and everyone was very happy and excited to be there.
I will say I have seen people complain about how it's like a lot of the same footage, as because it's kind of a clip show. But like, if you're going to watch the same footage you've already seen before, like Jackass is the best version of that because it's always
Yeah,
funny and it's always
Mhm.
so much funnier
Mhm.
in a room full of people that are also losing their shit at like the high five or whatever. I don't
yeah.
know. I was not
Mhm.
mad in any way.
No, it
Yeah,
it was very fun, and then yeah, we also had fun going to see Lost Highway with a pre-show
Oh
David
wow.
Lynch
yeah.
inspired burlesque, which was so much fun
Oh
and so
man,
weird. And they were embracing the lynchiness of it. And there was an Eraserhead baby puppet that stole the show.
it was.
Mm.
Cal, I'll see if I can find a picture of that puppet because I think you'll love it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm very jealous.
because you bought me an Eraserhead baby shirt that I still have and wear. It's a
Mhm.
really good shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that was fun. I
Yeah.
guess only other thing I've been watching is the new season of The Bear drop. So been
Mm.
have watched a few episodes of I guess the new and final season. So it's I mean it's unfortunate that it's ending, but it's also unfortunate that it all drops at the same time. I kind of wish they'd do it a week by week drop of it because it is good and it just kind of
Uh,
but it doesn't feel like it has like the staying power of some of the other shows of its quality. But I'm happy. Give me the bear. Give
yeah.
me stressful kitchens.
Mhm.
Well, I definitely came home from Portland and I'm not living inside Steve's walls. So I have also been watching the final season of The Bear, but because of where the TV is, where I am right now, it's kind of hard to see. So I've more been listening to the final season of The Bear from my house and definitely, again, not inside Steve's walls. Um, yeah, but it's just really nice to join all my friends, The Bear and the other guy that is there.
Cousin
Mother
cousin
bear.
Richie,
Yeah,
Sydney,
yeah,
Sugar.
all your favorites. Uh, I watched the first season of The Bear. I liked it. Need to catch up. Let's see, what else
Yeah.
did uh, I definitely watched something, and it's on my letterboxd, and I left a review of it uh, online. Callie, have you watched anything while I'm looking this up?
Well, I thought I'd get into a couple of the movies, the Mumblecore movies that I hadn't seen. I saw Framland. That was great.
Nice.
Uh, the rest aren't really worth mentioning. I watched How to Make a Killing, which was fine. And I've been watching Love Island primarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love Island USA or
Yes,
England
Love
one?
Island USA. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and UK actually, when we can
I don't know
simultaneously.
if I don't know if you have heard about this, but I've seen the commercial for it a lot. It's all hot people. They make a big deal out of that in the commercial. So like, everyone
For
here
a
is
show.
hot for Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
yeah,
it's true.
we got no uggos this time. They're all hot. Watch it
Uh-huh.
on Peacock. Uh,
No, I
uh,
guess
oh
this.
yeah. I watched Triangle of Sadness, which was nominated for Best Picture a few years ago. And gonna level with you, I fucking hated it. I thought it was so annoying, and it was just 2.5 hours of like, did you know that sometimes rich people are vapid and dumb? Also, did you know that power corrupts people? And then like the jokes are shitty. It just felt like The Menu, but without all the stuff I liked about The Menu, like funny jokes and interesting characters. It was like watching a Ricky Gervais stand-up special for 2.5 hours. Like, yeah, I already know all this stuff. Where are the jokes? Like, oh, you're an atheist? That's really interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rich people suck? That's really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of was just really annoyed by it for the entire run to that.
Yeah.
You don't like the scene when Woody Harrelson and the rich Russian guy are just reading things off their phone to each other about capitalism and socialism?
Yeah, that whole time I was like, well, at least this isn't the most on the nose thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was just getting madder and madder and madder.
Yeah.
And the menu also at least had a delicious hamburger sandwich that made me hungry and made me buy a griddle so I could make hamburgers at home. And Triangle of Sadness did not make me hungry for puke and shit,
Nope.
which I thought was going to be like just a normal length of time scene, but it felt like it was a half hour. It was like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same as the rest of the movie. It's just like, all right, we get it. We get it. Do you have anything else for me? And it didn't. So, didn't like it.
No
But
fun.
I did
But
watch. I watched Wall-E, and that's the opposite. I love the robot friends. They are
Yeah.
my friends. And I
That's
Wally's a
tried
good
nice.
to.
guy.
Yeah, and my cat's name is Shelly, so I tried saying her name the same way Wally says his, and she didn't
Mm.
like that at all. She got mad.
Mm. Just
Yeah,
like the Forrest Gump. Chalet.
yeah, she does like that. Shelly, hi, Shelly, ice
Chalet.
cream, Shelly. Yeah, she likes that. She's looking at me. She stopped licking herself to see what was going on.
Mm,
So,
Forrest,
it's
Forrest
promising.
Gump, Forrest Gump still kills. I did want
yeah.
to mention something that was again another sliding doors moment that happened right before this movie got released because both Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig were involved in the pilot for a potential TV version of the book The Corrections,
A
which
Mm.
book that I love.
a great book, which
Hmm.
it
Uh,
seems like it's like Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig's going to be in it, and like what they Chris Cooper, Diane Weiss, June McGregor, and Maggie
yeah,
Gyllenhaal were all going to be in it. So like, okay, this is just killer, but didn't get picked up, which is very sad because it
I
just
really
seems
want to
like
see it. Yeah.
yeah, I've been it seems like it's gone through a few iterations, but of trying to be adapted. But there is, and I've tried to search for it, but I have not been able to find it. But the BBC released a radio drama of the book,
Hmm.
but I have not been able to locate it, and but maybe I need to try again because
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good book, and it'd be fun to see how it would be
Mm.
adapted. But apparently, the guy who did American Fiction is in talks to do a limited series for Netflix with Meryl Streep. So full circle, we're
Yeah.
coming back to Streep.
It all goes back to
All
Streep.
roughly back. Whoa.
Unavoidable.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, any other business to take care of? If not, I will thank Callie. Thank you so much for being so generous with your
Yeah,
time.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. This was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was excited that you agreed to do this.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Really excited.
Yeah. I would like to thank Nicholas Don Smith for our beautiful artwork. I would like to thank Lumbermouth for at least doing his best with our theme song and editing. He's a Nepo hire, so you get what you pay for. I would like to thank us for giving ourselves this opportunity. And of course, I would love to thank the audience for continuing to tune in. Like, the numbers keep going up, and that is making me very happy because I like when they go up. So thank you for continuing to make them go up. Uh,
Yes, thanks
so,
for
yeah,
listening. And we yeah, like I said, we're kind of in the home stretch here. We're going to be revisiting some more old friends here in a few weeks, but these next couple weeks, we got a couple of related people who've shown up in small roles for things, directing their own stuff. And yeah, next week
yeah,
we're very excited to cover the Alex Ross Perry film, The Color Wheel, which I have not seen
Mhm.
yet, but I've heard a lot of good things, and Alex Ross Perry is a cool dude, so I'm very excited to
yeah.
check it out.
I'm a very big fan of his work. So yeah, yeah. He's fascinating, cool guy.
Yeah, so tune in next
Yeah,
week as Greg and I just man crush on
yeah,
Alex Ross Perry, and
yeah. I'm probably
Cool.
going to talk about his 3-hour documentary on video store culture depiction in movies a lot
Yeah.
because I really like that documentary, which is about a
Yeah.
thing that me and 4 other people care about. So, yeah.
You
Yeah.
won't want to miss that. So take care of
Yes.
yourself,
Yeah.
sickos.
Bye, guys.